thank you so much for coming today, for all your support. The community has been just tremendous. My name is Ken Holt. I'm Secretary of the Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development, and we are here to celebrate a very important milestone. After about 3.5 years, we are today going to demolish our 4,000th unit of Blight in Baltimore City. With me, Mayor Jack Young and Governor Larry Hogan, and it is my pleasure to ask Governor Hogan, who has basically inspired this team effort. It's an effort between the city and the state, and he has not just inspired it, he's managed the process, and now he's going to help close the first 4 years of this process. Governor Hogan?
Thank you. What a great crowd this morning. Thank you all so much for coming out. I think we got to give a big round of applause for all of you for coming out here, in spite of the maybe rain coming. It's really tremendous. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Secretary Holt. It's great to be here on this really exciting day for this community, for Baltimore City, and for the state of Maryland as we celebrate what I think is an incredible milestone. As of today, as Secretary Holt mentioned, through our transformative collaborative project, Project C.O.R.E, this initiative, we are eliminating 4,000 blighted units from Baltimore. That deserves another round of applause. And I really want to, there's so many people that I want to thank, and I probably can't thank all of you. Many of you are here in the crowd, but I do want to single out Ken Holt and everyone at the Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development. Thank you. Along with Chairman Tom Kelso, and I'm not sure he's here, but I see Gary Mangum and the entire team at the Maryland Stadium Authority for all the great work they've been doing to help achieve this. Let's give them, hey, come on, let's give them a round of applause. And I also want to sincerely thank Mayor Young and all of our Baltimore partners who've helped us accomplish this. Thank you, Jack. You know, 5 years ago, when I was first running for governor, Lieutenant Governor Rutherford, actually back then it was just Boyd and I, were walking the streets of Baltimore City. And we met with residents, and over again, people would point and say, look at these row houses. It's been like this for 20 years, for 30 years. And people were repeatedly, over and over again, in neighborhoods we went to, they would say, can you do something to help us with this blight that was all around them? And for many cases, it literally was decades, where complete city blocks were made up entirely of dilapidated and dangerous vacant buildings. And they weren't just unsightly, but also unhealthy, unsafe, and in many cases, a hotbed for criminal activity. So as soon as I became governor, I brought our team together and said we were going to be committed to try to help do something about this problem, which I think had been ignored for far too long. And I immediately directed our entire administration to think outside the box and to come up with creative and innovative solutions that could deliver real results. We launched Project C.O.R.E in 2016. It stands for Creating Opportunities for Renewal and Enterprise. And we began an historic, multi-year, $700 million initiative right away on that very first day, immediately after that very first press conference, by tearing down abandoned, dilapidated buildings. And we haven't stopped doing so ever since. We've been working together with the private sector to invest in projects like new businesses, new employment opportunities, retail spaces, community centers, and affordable housing. And last year, to build on the success and the momentum of Project C.O.R.E, we pushed to begin using this unprecedented partnership to also assist the city in addressing the violent crime problem. I directed the Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development to work with city leaders to identify and prioritize those decaying and dangerous vacant and blighted properties which were located in the areas with the highest violent crime, where most of the criminal gang activity was taking place. And we directed them to expedite the targeted demolition of these blighted properties where so much criminal gang activity was and where the worst violence was being perpetrated. Demolition activities supervised by Baltimore City and the Stadium Authority have now been ongoing over the past 3.5 years, paving the way for transformative projects, including many right here in this neighborhood, like the Mary Harvin Center, the Food Hub, and the Hohen Building. In addition to the $100 million that the state has spent on the demolition of the 4,000 units, the state has also provided $420 million in direct financing for revitalization and housing programs, which leveraged an incredible $1.8 billion in private, public, and philanthropic dollars that have been reinvested into these neighborhoods. Nothing like this has ever been accomplished here in Baltimore City. These efforts are about taking our communities back and renewing hope and opportunities. And that's exactly what Project C.O.R.E. is all about. And to have reached this amazing milestone today. And we want to just again thank every single person who has been a part of helping us accomplish this. And it's just one more way that by working together, we truly are changing Baltimore City and Maryland for the better. So thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you so much. As the governor pointed out, this has clearly been a team effort, and going back to when he was president of the city council to becoming mayor of Baltimore City, Jack Young has committed has committed resources, both human and financial, to make sure that all of the state dollars were matched effectively and that we would go forward together. So please welcome Mayor Jack Young.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's still morning. Good morning. First, I want to thank Governor Larry Hogan, Secretary Ken Holt, and I also want to recognize former Senator McFadden, and Councilman Robert Stokes, and former Mayor Sheila Dixon, who have joined us today. This is, I'm so excited to see so many of these vacant properties torn down. Like the governor alluded to, is a haven for crime. But I want to stick to the script, okay? Project C.O.R.E. has provided significant new resources for community development in Baltimore and has been the foundation of a new city-state partnership to revitalize Baltimore. This partnership has cleared the way for new green space, new affordable and mixed-use housing, new opportunities for small business owners, and new opportunities for our city to grow stronger. The reach of this program has been tremendous and is growing daily. In the first 18 months of the program, from January 2016 through June 2017, the MSA, the city, state, DHCD, removed a total of 1,186 units of blight through demolition, deconstruction, or stabilization. By June of 2018, we saw that number grow to 1,700 units. And now we stand here today to mark the 4,000 unit mark for elimination. Yeah. All in all, we can say that this has been a partnership worth having. We are so grateful for the support of the governor and his departments and for the investment into our city. We know that in many ways we are a crossroads, a critical juncture. We know that in many ways these problems have festered over the years. While there is a lot of positive growth and development in our city, we also have those areas that have faced uneven transformation due to disinvestment and underinvestment. Our partnership through Project C.O.R.E. is helping to turn the tide in many of those communities. This project has helped to build momentum and inspire the confidence of city residents and potential residents as well as private investors. My message to you today is there ain't no stopping us now. I'll say that again. There ain't no stopping us now. Our partnership with the state initially called for a minimum of 25% match to the state's $75 million investment. And we not only met that match requirement, we exceeded the match by $47 million. All total, you can clap for that. All total, the city investment over this 4-year partnership, including acquisition and development support, reached more than $69 million. But again, it ain't no stopping us now. Our work continues. And I want to thank the state for that continued support. Often it can be hard to see the good work and progress because our work is spread out over a city that is 90 square miles. So you can't always see the progress in a quick snapshot or realize just how much is being accomplished. A lot of this work also takes time to come to fruition, but too often the challenges get all the attention. Too often the challenges get all the attention. Too often, the challenges get all of the attention. But today is a celebration about good work and process. Today is a celebration about good work and progress. Today is a day that I hope get all the attention it deserves. Please enjoy the celebration, and let's keep Baltimore moving forward together. And I want to acknowledge Housing Commissioner Michael Braverman. He works in partnership with Secretary Holt. And I want to thank the Department of HCD, our code enforcement, because all of these are partners that work together to be able to move this project forward. And again, Mr. Governor, I want to thank you for all of your support, and I really appreciate the partnership that I've had with you since the day you won. So thank you again. All right, so thank you all. Secretary Holt.
There is a three-pronged approach that we're taking: demolition, deconstruction, and stabilization. A lot of the important historic properties in Baltimore are being preserved through stabilization. But I'll call your attention right over there. There's a cleared lot and an excavator that's ready to move some debris. That is a project of deconstruction, where brick by brick, board by board, the buildings have been removed for recycling and reselling. This has been done by Humanum. Their headquarters is that beautiful building right over there. And so this partnership is true and very, very effective. I think now is the moment of truth where, Governor, Mr. 4000.
Oh, Mr. 4000, I like that.
If you could.
There we go.
There we go. So, and Mr. Mayor, we have a T-shirt for you.
Mr.
Governor,
4000.
we would ask you to get up on the excavator and begin to knock it down. Thank you.